Okay, now for those of you who I'm very sure are wondering, no, it is not as good as Zootopia, but I would say that it is just about as good as Tangled, in that they're both decent renditions of a musical film about a princess going on a journey to discover their inner strength. There are a few smaller differences between the two, which I will get into in just a moment, but in the meantime, cue intro please. Moana is a Disney film that manages to feel both fresh and familiar at the same time. It's a standard two people on a journey story that you may have seen a couple times before, both inside and outside of Disney, but it's presented in a way that we honestly haven't really seen a whole lot of lately, especially from Disney Animation Studios. It may not be a grand spectacle that's going to change your life in any way, but it will give you a good time at the movies. And also make you appreciate certain aspects of storytelling that, frankly, have been long overdue. Speaking of story, this particular story follows a young girl named Moana, voiced by an incredibly talented actress and singer whose name I'm sorry to say I cannot really pronounce. Don't hate me. Anyway, Moana is the daughter of a tribal chief, and the movie prefers to insist that she's not a princess, living her life in a peaceful village, learning the ways of her people, preparing for the day when she will take over and become the brand new chief. Oh, one very neat thing about this movie, it makes it clear from the very beginning that she's going to become the new chief, and at no point does anyone make a big deal about the fact that their eventual new chief is going to be a woman. Just saying. But as much as he loves her peaceful home and is more or less excited to become the new chief, she longs to explore the ocean, to look beyond their home, despite her father's discouragement and her tribe's fear of going beyond the reef. But after some encouragement from her grandmother, and upon discovering a great darkness that's plaguing their entire world, against her father's wishes, she leaves the island to find the demigod named Maui, who is apparently
hero of men.
Wait, what?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. I interrupted from the top, hero of men. Go.
Moana? Thank you. Anyway, as it turns out, Maui accidentally released the darkness upon the world by removing the heart of the ocean. So Maui and Moana have to venture to the source of the heart to eliminate the darkness and restore hope to the world. So yeah, it's a standard two people go on a journey to save the world kind of story, but it's a fairly decent iteration of it, and it tackles a few subjects that I can't recall seeing in Disney films, let alone animated musicals. Oh yeah, by the way, Moana is indeed a musical film, which I was actually not expecting, but was pleasantly surprised with. Now, I said at the beginning of this review that Moana is just as good as Tangled, and I stand by that statement. But I think Moana actually manages to be a little bit better. Not in terms of presentation or storyline, but in terms of character development. See, both films are excellent stories about two women characters coming to grips with their own reality and finding the courage to face it and do something different. But what makes them different is not only the way they tackle it, or the reason they tackle it, but what they ultimately discover. But of course, a decent character arc shouldn't be the only reason you go see a movie, much less a good movie like this one. The lead actress is an incredible talent, good acting, beautiful singing voice, and she's actually a native Hawaiian. It is so refreshing to see a brand new movie that doesn't whitewash. I'm really trying to pretend that doesn't exist, don't spoil it for me. And best of all, she's not the only one. Dwayne Johnson, who voices Maui, is native Tahitian, and boy is he really good in this movie. Their back and forth throughout the movie is hilarious and enjoyable the entire time. Also, the songs in the movie are really good. Maui's song is totally catchy and enjoyable. Moana's song is beautiful and is very likely going to become the next Let It Go, which I wouldn't mind. But my personal favorite has to be the song Know the Way, which is a big, beautiful piece that involves lots of drums and is actually performed partially in the native Hawaiian language, which I thought was totally awesome. And of course, as you would expect from a Disney animated film, the animation is gorgeous. The ocean, the trees, the wildlife, the sand, the sky, the stars, all of it is absolutely breathtaking. Plus, I'm not sure what it is about the character designs of Moana and Maui, but they look totally awesome. They're obviously cartoon characters, but they still manage to feel real somehow. So yeah, while it's definitely not a life-changing experience, it's definitely a life-enhancing one, and I would totally recommend you see this movie in theaters, especially if you've got kids. Oh, and by the way, stay through the credits. And one more thing, Hollywood, give her more work. She's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm TheNorm telling you what Hollywood doesn't want you to hear. Thank you all for watching.